So guys, hello, what's up everyone? UrAvgWarGamer back with another video, and today I'm going to be featuring Hakuryu, and this is how I able to make 300k damage in this game with the IGN carrier. This carrier is really strong if you know how to play, and I'm gonna show you each and every single bit of gameplay and tricks how to make this CV work, and it will literally tell you that this is one of the strongest carriers that you still available in the game. So with that said, I come up with the rocket planes, which are not bad actually, to be honest. People don't like them because of the carrier, you know, in general they got the rockets nerf, but these rockets still does good damage. You just need to know the target should be the right one, and then you can just drop the payload to get decent damage. Now it has 31 or 3400 alpha damage if I'm not wrong, so usually battleships are really good targets for Hakuryu still, because the time delay that it has, it really does not matter. And as you can see, I will do some decent damage on Schlieffen. If I use that rocket, and you see, look at that, 8400 damage. So it will make things a lot easier if you use on battleships. But unfortunately, in this case, there is a naval that probably has a defensive AA fire, so it makes my life hard to use the drop again on Schlieffen. And there's also a couple of other ships. But the best thing about Hakuryu is the torpedo bombers. And if you know how to use them in a situation, then you will do amazing. As you can see, I have Edgar and Delarna are my teammates, so you can see it seems to be very good combo, right? You have Delarna, and you know, we already able to kill the Gdansk, which is actually a decent destroyer, which I will make a video later. But let's talk about the torpedo bombers of Hakuryu. These torpedo bombers are no joke, and you will see why. Because I saw the Schlieffen is sort of isolated and he's looking to turn out. Delarna actually predicted well that Schlieffen is gonna eat some torpedoes, and because I know he's gonna try to kite away, I just exactly aim behind the island, and that helps a lot in dropping, you know, without getting into the AA, you know, fire, because islands are a decent cover for, you know, doing that. I just popped the heat right on time, so you can see that plane that was taking damage, it waited for 5 seconds, and now it will get shot down. So the heals on Hakuryu are really good. So I just trying to keep drop the Schlieffen, and as you can see, I just got one torpedo hit. He's trying to dodge hard, but still I have a couple of drops to do, and you can see that I can be able to do another drop, and Schlieffen is trying to turn out again, but these torpedoes are really good. As you can see, the dispersion is decent, and Schlieffen is gonna eat both drops, and I got a flood. So you can see I still have one squad left, or one attacker, and you can say, and I got his engine, so I'm gonna send another drop, and I didn't lose the plane. So yeah, 2 more torpedo hits, and Schlieffen is down to 25,000, or probably less than that. We're talking about how much HP? Yeah, so it's 14,000 HP, and I already got 50,000 damage in just almost 4 minutes. So that's pretty good, right? You can get 6 torpedo hits, and you can do a lot of damage. Rockets did the good job, torpedo did the good job. Now it's time for the AP bombers, which are also really not that bad if you use them correctly, which I will try to use them against Schlieffen. But in this scenario, I saw that the Yoshino is very close to Schlieffen, and I might not be able to get 2 strikes, because a single isolated target is always the right choice to drop 2 times on a target with AB bombers in Hakuryu. So just do the same thing. I just come and drop on the Schlieffen. I unfortunately eaten a flag, but I still drop the payload, right? I need to know how much damage. Yeah, it's 6,800. It's not that impressive, and I eaten the flag as well, but that's fine, right? I can come up with torpedo bombers again. My heal is back and ready, so I can have another good set of drop. Okay, so in this case, I'm gonna try to spot. Unfortunately, my internet or ping is slightly wiggly, so apologize for that. Sometimes happens. Usually it does not, but in this game, yeah, it does happen. So just keep that in mind. Again, I saw the Schlieffen. He's looking to kite out again, so I just do the same thing. Well, I don't know if he's gonna die or not, because I don't remember the replay fully, but I think he might die. So he's looking to turn out, and I exactly use this as my advantage, and Schlieffen might die, most likely. Let's see what happens. Yep, Schlieffen is dead. Well, that was a bit of a mistake from me. I thought that Nakimov, I can able to dodge the torpedoes of Nakimov, and he's trying to drop some torpedoes, which are actually devastating, to be honest. A good drop from Hakuryu could be very good, and Nakimov actually put the plane, which is perma-spotting me. So actually got slightly panicked out there because I saw that the A flank is getting pushed by many ships. There's Montana, there's Yamato, there's even Andalusia. So I'm not sure what to do. So what I did is I started to just press the engine of Hakuryu and just kite out as fast as possible, because I know that Montana and Yamato are definitely gonna look at me and they will not gonna spare me, because if they get the chance, I might die. So I just have to kite away. That was a bit of a late thing that I did. I would recommend you not to do that, because you are in a verge of just getting a solo eaten and you're dead. Don't do this. But I mean, under certain situation like this, you have only one choice. And look at the Yamato and Montana. Now, I knew that they are trying to shoot me, so I slightly tried to speed juke in Hakuryu, and actually it worked, actually. As you can see, the shell did hit on the front of the carrier, and that what helped me in not getting citadel by both of those battleships. Well, I'm definitely going to take a good advantage of that and gonna try to kite out again. So as you can see, my Dalarna is there. My Edgar is dead, which is very unfortunate. Well, his electricity got pretty much bad, and he just got AFK, unfortunately, but that's not our concern. At the moment, Andalusia, Montana, and Yamato are pushing. And I need to do something about those ships, because obviously my Dalarna is constantly saying that they're going to be pushing up sea really hard, and we have to do something about it. Fortunately, the Euro on that kiting position is doing a great job, and Vampire is still alive with 1000 HP. I don't know how it's alive, but that's what really matters. I try to drop on Novosibirsk. This might not be a best thing to do, because Novosibirsk obviously has very good AA, and there are a lot of ships out there. So I just instantly press the F button and try to save as much planes as possible. So I did exactly that. Now coming back to the situation, I have Montana and Yamato, both are pushing towards sea. I need to find out what to do. I see my team is on the other side, Schlieffen, Andalusia, Montana, Thunder, Kitagaze. They are pushing right there, and I can tell you one thing, they all will die. And we have so much advantage, as you can see, 634 points, 200 points, but that's just a fluke, and that's just a gimmick, I would say, because everything is going to change within a couple of minutes. And I saw the Nakimov. He's actually playing really good, and I try to, do something about the Nakimov, because this position of Nakimov is amazing, and I try to make sure to do some damage to Nakimov to just make him push back, so that he won't be that aggressive and just to ham on our team, because obviously the bow in position around the island and having less, problem on that side for him, because a lot of ships are around him, will make him a lot much easier to do and drop targets faster. Dalarna is still surviving, even though Nakimov is trying his hard to kill him, but well, the only thing I can do is a couple of things, like I can drop on Montana, I can drop on Yamato, or I can drop on Novosibirsk. And Novosibirsk in this position is really aggressive and was broadside to my torpedoes. And then I thought, let's kill the Novosibirsk first, so at least we get rid of the one ship that can really, really cause issues. So I did exactly that. I sent the torpedoes, he tried to dodge, but he still eat one trop. No, luckily I got 2 trops in this one. And then I dropped torpedoes again to kill the Novosibirsk, and let's see what happens. A good torpedo hit in the first round, and let's see if I get 2 trops again. And no, I just got one more, and he's having 6000 HP almost. So I knew that one torpedo will definitely gonna kill him, and let's see what happens. Team is trying hard. We have Vampire and Dalarna very low, and they will probably gonna die. I killed the Novosibirsk just on time. Coming up with torpedo bombers again, because I really need them. AP bombers are decent, but sometimes they are not reliable. So I thought, let's come up with torpedo bombers, try to drop someone. I could use both of those payloads. I could use the AP bombers, I could use the torpedoes, but Hakuryu torpedoes are the bread and butter of this ship. If you know how to drop torpedoes, if you know the situation, you will get immense value out of torpedo bombers. So I'm just pushing, try to go to a sea and see who is trying to cap, and what I saw is Montana. Now there's one issue. Montana has fighter planes. That will make me lose some planes because it has 3 planes on top. Well, 2 planes, but it's still gonna hurt, right? 2 planes of the Montana with fighter plane can be a problem. I could have gotten extra damage, but that didn't happen. So I have only one squad or one drop payload. So I did exactly that on Montana. So there's that. So 2 torpedoes and then more 2 torpedoes. That is 4 drops. So that's like 26k damage, which is not bad. But it's still, as you can see, we lost 3 ships in just 4 ships in just 10 seconds. Literally 10 seconds. So the game that we are looking at completely changed. Well, there's something that I am looking. I can drop on anyone, right? Because we are a CB player, right? But I saw that the Nakhimov is still surviving and it has 90,000 HP. So I thought, if we can kill the Nakhimov, at least the carrier presence is gone, which is the best ship in the game under this situation. And Nakhimov is exactly that. I put the plane, try to spot the Nakhimov, and help Yodo there. So I have 3 squad, so I just dropped on Nakhimov. Now Nakhimov has really big weakness, and that is, it is very, very vulnerable to AP bombs. And Hakuryu has really good, as you can see, really good dispersion in general. If you aim well, the dispersion is very pinpoint and accurate. And now I have Yodo with 13,000 HP, and Nakhimov with 1 squad, that's it. And there's a Yoshino that is trying to kill the Yodo. My Yodo has one option, to kill Yoshino and die, because he's taking a good fight against Yoshino. And props to him that he did well there, because otherwise I could have been really in trouble. Because Yoshino surviving could make me cause a lot of issues. The kid will try to dodge torpedoes and it won't give me a lot of time to kill him, okay? They have 2 battleships and 1 cruiser. I can help the Yodo and kill the Yoshino right now, and we might have a chance. We have points, but we still need to win this game by killing some ships, and that's what I needed. Luckily, Yoshino just broadside against my torpedo bombers, and he will eat 2 of torpedoes. Unfortunately, Yodo, as you can see, he's very low, and he's trying absolutely hard to kill the Yoshino. And yeah, well, we lost another ship, right? And that's what is very, very funny about this game. The Yodo is 2000 HP, the Yoshino killed the Yodo. Oh, I'm sorry, Nakhimov killed the Yodo, and I am against 3 ships. Barely was away from solo warrior. Lucky enough, he just got flooded to that, and that's 4th kill for me. Now I have 2 battleships to deal with, and for carrier it's easy, but I have only 6.5 minutes. So I have to do something now before never. So let's see what I can do against Montana and Thunder. So I have full torpedo bombers. No, I don't have full torpedo bombers. I have basically like 8 or 9 torpedo bomber squad, and I have full squad of AP bombers, and that's it. Rocket planes are decent, but the alpha damage is not enough to justify against Montana and Thunder because they have a lot of HP. So I have to use something which does a lot of damage. AP bombs are a good thing to do, good thing to use. So as you can see, I have 55,000 HP. I try to aim exactly, slightly adjusted it, and if I'm not wrong, I might get 2 citadels, right? I'm not sure. The dispersion sometimes can be wonky, but luckily I got 2 citadels, done 14k damage, which I was happy about, to be honest. I can drop 1 more, and I cannot able to align it properly, as you can see. But Montana is turning slightly towards my aim, and I don't know how much I do damage to him. Didn't done a lot of damage. That's really bad damage. The second drop was terrible, honestly. So, well, I have full squad torpedo bomber. I thought I would have 8 or 9, but now I can see that you have full torpedo bombers squad, and that's actually very dangerous for any battleship to see, because these torpedoes are no joke. 9,333 damage each could do a lot of damage. 203k damage, 5 minutes remaining, 705 points or 710 points. So, unfortunately, again, the problem is Montana has fighter plane. I don't want to lose planes at this time. I just pre-drop the Montana and just press the F because I just don't want to get tagged by Montana planes. It will do immense losses to my remaining torpedo squad, so I just decided not to do it. And it's really, I could have done really good, I could have done not that good. It's at the end, it was a weird decision for me, but that sometimes happens even for a decent or half decent carrier player. But I have rocket planes, I just pre-dropped one, I want to save as much as possible, maybe I need it later for Thunder, so I just try to set fire on Montana, maybe get a fire, and then if I use torpedo bombers or anything, I might get some value out of it. But unfortunately my torpedo bombers were not ready, so I have to use the AP bombers again. And AP bombers, as you can see, I don't have a whole lot of planes left. Montana definitely shot down some planes. My torpedo bombers have come back, but I want to use some value out of AP bombers, and then I will come back with torpedo bombers back. So Montana was bowing. It's a good situation for me that I can do damage. I'm not sure why, as a player, you are not trying to get the cap as much as possible. That was a that was really bad decision for Montana. He did not really try to get the cap, which is actually really bad. I'm not sure how much I will do damage to this one, but well, it's 11,000 damage, which is not impressive again. And sometimes the AP bomber sucks because when you have 10 damage, you just don't get a whole lot of value. It's when you get 3 citadels and an AP bomb, that's where it shines. That's where they cannot heal up the damage. So torpedo bombers, as obvious, I can say that they are the most reliable, squad in Hakuryu, and they are very terrifying to deal with, even for cruisers, because they could be easily used well against anything. Like even destroyers can really suffer from this. Again, I just try to push back in a CV. I try to kite it out. I try to kite out, but I saw that the time is not a whole lot, and if they get the caps, we won't have enough points. I tried to reset. I thought of resetting the Thunder, but I was calculating that if I kill Montana, that should be enough, and they won't be able to have enough points even if they have 3 caps. So I thought exactly that. I got 2 torpedoes out there, like two torpedo payloads out there, like in 2 squads, and that does a lot of damage. As you can see, 256k damage, 2 minutes 20 seconds, not a lot of time. If we manage to kill 1 ship, this will give us the advantage. Montana is still just pushing mercilessly. I don't know what he's thinking. He's not even trying to dodge well. That's World of Warship player base, right? So that's not very unusual. Okay, so Montana, obviously he's not trying to turn out, turn in, try to dodge, try not to broadside. He's just like, just kill me. I was literally at that time thinking that why you're not trying to dodge. Like, look at that. This is like the most, he's healing up, but I just dropped him. I don't know if I get 2 citadels or not. Well, lucky. That was a lucky one. I got 2 citadels and I killed them on time. So 860 points, 722 points. That was exactly that I was thinking when I was killing Montana and not doing the reset on Thunder. I knew that the points will still gonna be high and I will still manage to win this one. So as you can see, if you're able to give enough time to a CV player, he can kill any ship. It's just a matter of time. And that's what the broken thing about the carriers. Carriers are damage dealers. They are very offensive, and dealing with them is ridiculously difficult. You have no chance unless even you are like trying so hard. You can do whatever you want. It's just a matter of time they can kill you, right? And that's what exactly happened. I killed the Montana, I killed the Yoshino, and the Thunder is the next, right? And you see, rockets are not bad. 11 penetration, got 1 fire, 7,300 damage. It could have been 11,000 if it's not saturated. So for some reason he did not use the damage count, which I was very surprised at why he's not using that. So he's keeping that damage for me, I guess. He's just giving me free damage, and that's how I managed to get to 280k damage. And I have only at that time I know we're gonna win this. Thunder cannot be able to spot me, and I have 37,000 HP. Nothing can happen. The carrier is dead, That was a huge advantage. If the carrier was alive at that time, I would not have been this one. So carrier dying is a huge advantage, really. And well, 2 torpedoes he's gonna take, and that will lead up to the damage, which is obviously 302k damage. So this is amazing game. As you can see, we won. Battle time expired. Confederate, Kraken, high caliber, and strike team because it's a division achievement, and you got general offensive. 25 torpedo hits, which is very good. 25 torpedo hits basically mean that it's almost like if you multiply 8,000 by 25, and that's how much you have done the damage. Cost splitting, not bad. 11 Citadel hills with AP bombers, 5 kills. In the team score, I was expecting a lot of base XP, to be honest. I thought that I did some damage, but you know, carrier base XP is been gimped down to earth, and it can be 2.5k, right? Most of the time, you did good damage, you did really well in a CV, you did a lot of damage, but obviously that's the coding behind CV gameplay is that they won't be getting a lot much rewarded in terms of base XP. Even though I get the decent credits, DT report is pretty simple. I did damage 119k damage to Montana, killed an Akuma 1 time, killing the Novosibirsk, Yoshino, and Schlieffen does help as well. And at the end, I did some damage to Thunderer. So that's a lot of ships. Mostly are battleships, and then we have some cruisers. So this is a typical Hakuryu, decent Hakuryu game that you can expect. It requires a lot of time. Spotting damage, I'm not sure how much I did. But as you can see, torpedoes, the damage is so much. 157k damage, 75k damage is from torpedoes, and fire and flood damage is also pretty not bad. So this is how you play Hakuryu. Potential damage, somehow I managed to just speed juke those bombs, or sorry, the shells of Yamato and Montana, and that does help me. Okay guys, thank you so much for watching. If you have watched the full game, I really hope that you like the game. Please subscribe to my channel. I'm gonna make more videos. I'm gonna make a video on Malta, Hakuryu, even more FDR. Man, FDR is it's a ship that I don't want to discuss. It's the most broken ship in the entire game, and I can tell you that. But that game and video is gonna be for later. So enjoy the game. Thank you guys, and peace out.